Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please give your confirmations on the chat box, please. Thank you. Thank you for your confirmations on the chat box. Let us stop the chat. Yes, thank you very much. Let us stop the chat. Okay. And I welcome you all. Thank you, my dear friends. I welcome you all to this first session of Python course. Okay. So I want to introduce myself. I am Sunil Kopabarbu from Hyderabad. I have total close to 11 years of experience in the IT industry. First 3.5 years, I worked on Oracle applications platform as a technical and a functional consultant. And then I have shifted my career to AWS and DevOps platforms. And then in DevOps, I have got an opportunity to learn programming, Python programming. And now I am teaching programming, Python programming. Generally, I teach DevOps and AWS. Now I also started Python programming. So this is a quick introduction about myself. Okay. So before getting on to the today's session, so I want to have a quick interaction with some of the participants. I think there are many participants who are already raising their hands, but let's randomly pick up some of the participants and let's have an introduction. And let's start starting with the Srinivas Atluru. Good morning, Srinivas. How are you doing? Your location, your experience, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Bangalore. Now I learned Linux admin. Now I am going to learn Python. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any experience you're having?
I have no experience, sir. I have 4 years gap.
Okay. You want to get into IT industry?
Yes, sir.
So how do you know this training institute?
My Linux
Mr. Karthik.
Told that.
Mr. Karthik. Okay. May I know your Linux trainer name? Srinivas?
Sir, Balavira Reddy.
Hello?
Balavira Reddy, sir.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. There are many people raising their hands. Let's have an interaction. Manjula, good morning. Good morning, Manjula. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So may I know yourself, your name, your experience, and why are you planning to learn Python?
Sir, I am fresher, sir.
Okay.
My graduation completed B.Pharm.C in recent, sir, 2021 batch.
Okay. You want to get into IT industry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a course good for beginners, Manjula. So you can easily understand, even you are from non-technical background, but you can easily understand Python. Okay. All the best and keep learning.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Kaushik. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sunil. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You're from which location in Kaushik?
I'm from Chennai and I'm your previous batch student for DevOps actually.
Wow, very good. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so I have 9 years of experience, Sunil. So
in which platform?
It's a kind of I've been into support and testing as well, automation tester. So now there is a demand to learn Python. So
yes, Python is used everywhere in automation also, isn't it, Kaushik?
Yes, exactly, Sunil. So without Python, I think it's definitely Python is a kind of mandatory. So
correct. Python helps in DevOps, Python helps in automation, Python helps in data science, machine learning. It's used in everywhere nowadays.
Yes, Sunil. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you, Sunil, for that previous DevOps batch. It has changed my career. I mean, I was able to get into some part of DevOps with cloud, but yeah, Python is also required. So
it's always an added advantage. Okay. Thank you and keep learning.
Yeah, thank you, Sunil.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaushik. Ramu Darshan.
Gotcha.
Good morning, Ramu.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Ramu. I am from Karimnagar district, sir. I'm a fresher, sir.
Very good. You're a fresher. Okay.
Yes.
Good. So there are a lot of technologies available in the market, isn't it? You have Python, you have Java, .NET, isn't it? So
Yes.
why, any specific reason why are you planning to learn Python?
Python is now trending language now, sir.
Okay. So did anybody recommended you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any specific questions, Ramu?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Syed Hussain.
Hello,
Good morning,
hi,
Syed.
hi, Sunil sir. Good morning. Can you hear?
Good morning, Hussain.
Yes, hello, Sunil sir. Yeah, thank you so much for conducting this session. Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad.
Mm-hmm. What's your your experience?
Yes, I am working in technical support domain for from the past 3 to 4 years. So I am looking forward to pursue a career in cloud. So I was part of one of your batches for AWS as well.
Oh, long back, 1 year back.
Yeah.
Probably. I think so.
Right, you are right. Yes.
Okay, okay. Good. So, any specific reason why are you learning Python?
Yeah, the reason is it is, as you said, an added advantage. Yeah, that's the main reason actually.
Okay. You know Python, or is the first time you're learning it?
This is the first time I'm new to this.
Okay. It's very simple. Okay. Happy learning.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Good morning, Srilatha.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, Srilatha. Welcome to the session. May I know your experience, your location?
Sir, I am from Karimnagar, sir. Sir, myself, Srilatha. Sir, naku 4 years gap, sir.
Okay. You want to get into IT industry?
Fresher, sir.
Okay. You want to get into IT industry?
Sir?
You want to get into software job, isn't it?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So be perfect in whatever we are learning. We have a lot of success stories. People from non-IT background, like lecturers, people from call center jobs, they have successfully learned these courses and made their career into IT industry, Srilatha.
Okay.
So focus is very important. Okay. Practice is very important. Once you're perfect in whatever we are learning, you can easily understand and you can easily get into IT job. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
One more final call before moving on. One more final call. Before moving on to today's session. This time, let's have an international participant. Andy Asama, how are you doing?
Hey, good morning, Sunil. How are you doing again?
Doing well, thank you for joining. What time for you now?
Yes, sir. I'm coming back for Python this time.
Welcome, you're always as usual.
Yes, sir. So I want to learn Python this time because I'm actually on the market for job search, and I apply for a couple of jobs as a DevOps and get a couple of interviews also. And Python was very requested by the employers. And that's the reason why I really think it's important for my background.
That's the reason why I have started Python.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope you'll enjoy the training, sure.
Yes, sir.
You know Python, Andy, or is the first time?
No, it's going to be the first interaction with Python. I heard about it, but I never even take a look. So it's gonna be good.
No doubt, as you know, we make the subject very simple, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. I trust that with you, it's going to be fine.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, and happy learning.
Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you all. Let's get started. Okay. Perfect. So this is our plan for today. Even though you're completely zero in the IT industry, you may be having no exposure in the IT industry, doesn't make any difference. You can easily learn, understand, and practice Python. There is no prerequisite for learning Python. You may not have any programming knowledge exposure. Nothing is required. Anybody who is interested in learning Python, there's no prerequisite. In fact, school-going children can also learn Python. It's as simple as that. So in this session, you'll understand what is Python. What is the use of a programming language? There are different levels in the programming language. Let me record the session, sorry. Okay, it's already getting recorded. So there are different levels of the programming language. So you'll understand what level of programming language is Python. The father of the Python. What are the prerequisites of Python? Features of Python, why Python is most trending language right now. And we'll also learn the process of installing Python on your personal laptop. Because when you want to practice, when you want to do hands-on, you need a Python environment. So I'll show you how can we install Python using these steps. I also want you to please install Python on your personal laptops and desktops. And you will also experience IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. And we'll also create our first Python program, and then we'll learn and we try to get the output of the Python program. So this is all about getting started with Python. This is all about getting started with Python. Okay. Yes. And this course duration is approximately 1 month, my dear friends. The duration of this Python course is approximately 1 month, and it will be 5 days a week. It will be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and it will be early morning, 6 o'clock as per India time, like how we have started today. Okay. So this is about the complete information about today's session and the course. Okay. Now let's get started. Straight to the point. If anybody asks you what is Python, straight to the point. If anybody asks you what is Python, what should be your answer? Your answer should be Python is a programming language. It's not a database. It's not an operating system. What is Windows? If anybody asks you what is Windows, this is Windows, right? Windows is an operating system. If anybody asks you what is Oracle, it's a database. If anybody asks you what is Python, your best answer, your perfect answer is a programming language. So Python is a programming language. Okay. Obviously, next question that comes to your mind, especially for non-technical people, what is the use of this programming language? Sunil, you said Python is a programming language. Very good. Now, what does it do? Why are we learning programming languages? Python is a programming language, and we know Python we are learning, but what is the use of this programming language? Before getting on to use of programming language, there are many other programming languages available in the market. Few examples of programming languages, as we know, we are starting Python. This is our programming language, which we are interested on. Java is also a programming language. JavaScript, C, C++, Go is also a language developed by Google, C#. So there are many programming languages available in the market. Okay, so not only Python, there are many programming languages available in the market. Okay, what is the use of this programming language? When there are these many programming languages available, what is the purpose of this programming language? We can develop applications, my dear friends. You can develop. What is the use of this programming language? Any technology should have a use. So these are all programming languages, and we are learning one programming language. Very good. Especially newcomers, non-IT people, they may definitely ask you this question: why are we using programming language? Why are we learning? What can we do? What can we do with this language? So if you are a Python programmer, you can also develop applications using this programming language. You can develop applications. Okay. Okay. What kind of applications? Calculator is one simple example of an application. You can develop a calculator. If you want to go to a movie, we book the tickets using Book My Show or mobile app, isn't it? That's an application, ticket booking application. You want to travel train or you want to travel by bus, you will book the tickets online. That's an application. Facebook is an application. So these are all applications. So these kind of applications can be developed. If you want to develop any application, it needs a programming language. So that's the purpose of the programming language. Using programming language, we can develop the applications. Okay. So using all this program, not only Python, you can using all these programming languages, you can develop applications. Okay. Okay. Now coming to Python. So you know what is Python? You know the answer for the first point. What is Python? Yes, Python is a programming language. And what is the use of programming language? You now know that programming languages are used for develop applications. What level of programming language is Python? The programming languages are divided into 3 levels. The programming languages are divided into 3 levels. So low level languages, medium level languages, and high level languages. Okay. So we don't need to worry about what is the difference between low level, medium level, and high level. So you don't need to worry about this. But remember that Python is a high level programming language. The programming language, what we are learning, Python is a high level programming language. High level programming languages are very easy and it's very friendly for developers. Very, very developer friendly language. It's very friendly to you. This language is very friendly. Very easily you can learn. Low level language, C language is a low level language. They're not friendly. It's not easy to learn, in fact. Yes, you're right. Low level language syntaxes are very difficult. Okay, and it's not developer friendly. Whereas Python is not a low level language. It's not a medium level language. It is a high level language. High level languages are easy to learn and easy to develop. It's very, very easy. Okay. So Python is in case if anybody asks you, what level of programming language is Python, now you know that Python is a high level language. Okay. Who is father of the Python? Guido van Rossum. He is the person behind Python. So he, with his team, built Python in the year 1989. Okay. 1989. Close to 30 years back. So when Python was started 30 years back. Okay. But Python has gained its popularity from last close to 10 years. Okay. From close to 10 years, from 2010 or 2012, Python has gained its popularity. Slowly it has started the market momentum. Okay, but it's a very old language. It was started in the year 1988. It's not a new technology. Python is an old technology, but it has started momentum. Okay, so software companies have identified the importance and the advantages of Python and started implementing this Python for the building and applications. Okay, okay. One of the most preferred programming language now in the industry is Python. If you open Google and search which is the best programming language, right now you can see many websites referring to Python. Because Python is having some special features. So let's look at the features of Python. Python is having special features. The first important point, we are always very interested to learn this point. It is simple and easy to learn. We are all here to learn Python, isn't it? So first you have to understand that Python is easy. Python is very, very easy. You don't need to learn, you don't need to require Java. There's no need for C, C++, nothing is required. Directly you can jump into Python. It's very easy tool, easy language. It's very simple also. It's an open source. There's no license behind this Python. It's a high level language, as I have told you. It's platform independent. Let's say you have built Python application on Windows operating system. The same application, you can also run it on Linux operating system or Mac operating system. It's not dependent on operating system. An application which is running on Windows can also be the same application without any modifications. You can also see the same application runs on Linux as well as Mac operating system also. It's a platform independent. Okay, it's dynamically typed. You'll understand what is dynamically typed. You don't need to declare the type of the variables. It automatically understands the data type of the variable. This is something technical. You'll understand it once you get started. Python is procedure oriented as well as object oriented. Few programming languages are only procedure oriented. Few programming languages are only object oriented. So whereas Python is both procedure oriented as well as object oriented. There's a lot of extensive libraries. So there are predefined libraries. So let's say if you want to build an application, you want some functionality. For example, you're building an application. In this application, you want an OTP to be generated. You don't need to write the code for generating OPT. Already there's a library which is having OTP generator. You can use that particular library. Are you understanding? So there's a lot of libraries available, which makes developers very, very comfortable. You can use extensive use of libraries, understand the libraries, use the libraries as per the requirement. So that makes developer very, very comfortable. So these are very, very important features of Python. That's the reason, because of these features, Python is now the preferred programming languages to learn. So if you open Google and search for you can see Python is a popular language. Python is a popular programming language used for. Is Python easy for coding? Yes. Python is widely considered among the easiest programming language for beginners to learn. It's very, very easy. Python is used for building websites. Python is used for building softwares. Python is used for performing data analysis. Python is used everywhere. Is Python okay for beginners? Yes. It's very, very easy. Okay. One of the main reasons for the popularity of the Python, it is simplicity in the syntax. You can easily read, understand even by amateur developers, that's mean beginners also. Is Python extensively used? One of the fastest growing programming languages, which is used in various domains in various industries. It is used in data science industry. It is used in artificial intelligence. It is used in machine learning. It is becoming the most popular programming language in the world. Why Python is more popular, you can see here. Okay. Perfect. Python is one of the languages which has witnessed incredible growth year by year. So please look at this. So please try to learn. It's immensely used in all the domains. So it's one of the most preferred programming language. So if you want to learn any programming language right now, I strongly recommend Python is the best programming language where you can invest time on. Okay. So so where are we standing now? So you know what is Python, father of Python. What is a prerequisite? There's no prerequisite. As I told you, anybody can learn Python. And you also know the features of Python. It is procedure oriented as well as object oriented. It's very easy to learn. It's a high level language. Okay. So let's get started. Let's get into the practicals of process of installing Python, which is very, very important. Okay. So as usual, before moving on, any questions? Please raise your hand. Any questions? Yes, Manisha, good morning. How are you doing? Any specific question? You are now allowed to unmute and talk. Manisha, you have raised your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me? Please, thanks, Sunil, for giving me this opportunity to have this Python class. So my question is like the software which is required to run this program will be able to download on our system now?
Yes, correct. That's what we are learning. I'll be showing you now how to download Python on your laptop and how to install it. You can start working.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
May I know your experience?
Yeah, I'm working with a technical support role with a cloud platform. So being on a cloud platform, I'm good with the network security part, but still I need some hands-on with Python and some SQL. And that's why I got this. I just got to know about this platform, and that's why I wanted to be the part of this session.
Good, Manisha. How do you know about this course and this institute?
Actually, already I'm working with one cloud security, organization. So Python is just challenging for me. I'm good with the network, but again, we have many cases where I have to deal with Python, a lot of applications that need to have Python basic understanding to go with that.
Okay. Now, my question is, how do you know this batch?
Suddenly I got a group message on my mobile, and I was asked to be the part of that group, and that's why I wanted to go with that.
Okay. Thank you, Manisha. Python is very easy.
And thanks to you, Sunil, for having this big platform for learning the Python.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very happy to share the statistics, my dear friends. And early morning, 6 o'clock, generally, I thought the number of registrations will be less, but to my surprise, you can see this is the patch Python webinar which we have scheduled today. And to my surprise, okay, the number of registrations are 4,798. Okay, it's not a record break, but I have never expected this much of response. Thank you all for your trust in our training institute, and thank you for your interest in learning Python. Okay, perfect. Good morning, Jeevan. Any question?
Hi, Sunil. Thanks for conducting this. Actually, I'm good for now. Actually, I'm ending this.
Sorry, Jeevan, we cannot hear you. Please repeat.
Hello?
Yeah, please repeat, Jeevan.
No, I'm good actually. I'm trying to learn this Python language actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, Jeevan. You may know your experience?
Yeah, actually, I have 5 years of experience. Presently, I'm working for Linux support project.
Okay.
Actually, we need some Python programming knowledge.
Okay.
Hands-on experience. So actually.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Jeevan. Okay. Thank you very much. Srihari V. I can see your hand raised. Srihari, you are now allowed to unmute and talk.
Sorry, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I have a small question here. So is only Python is enough to get a job, or any supporting technology is required to learn it?
Okay. If you want to get into core Python industry, okay, yes, Python is enough to get the job. But whatever we are learning in this 1 month of duration, it's a basic to medium level of Python. Okay. After this, you have to learn advanced Python and Django framework. Okay. In continuation to this, then definitely Python is enough for getting the job. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Srilatha. Rohit Chitta, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Rohit. I'm currently pursuing masters. I'm having a doubt regarding currently I'm working. My project is on Python. Like I'm implementing a filter. I'm having a doubt. What will be the roles like after after learning the Python? I should go for advanced Python. What kind of the roles I can get, sir?
There's only one role you can get. You can get into Python programming or Python development. Okay.
Development.
That's
Okay.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And one more doubt is some files we will currently in my project I'm using like a matplotlib and nd.array. Those files I'm using. Will these be covered under these sections, sir?
No, that is not covered. Okay. This is from the beginner level point.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as we now know about Python, Python is easy. Python is widely used features of Python. Okay, so let's get started. So if you want to learn Python, anything if you want to learn, you have to install that particular technology in your personal laptop or desktop, isn't it? So let's learn and understand the process of installing Python in our personal laptop. I strongly recommend if you're very serious, as you already know that Python is easy. When it is easy, I strongly recommend to please follow the steps which I'm doing it. And then please install Python on your personal laptops also. Okay, so that you can start doing hands-on. Okay, good beginning is very important to maintain the curiosity and interest. I have seen many participants, it's a human psychology. We have a lot of interest in first week and slowly we drop down the interest, but that's not the case. To please maintain the momentum, please maintain the seriousness and interest, and please be consistent in learning this 1 month of Python course. So I strongly recommend to please install. If you're attending this particular training from personal laptop or desktop, anyways, this session is recorded. This session is recorded. This particular recording will be available in the WhatsApp group. We'll be sharing it in a WhatsApp group. But still, I strongly recommend to follow the same steps which I'm doing now, and please install Python on your personal laptops or desktops. So let's get started. Installation of Python. If you want to install Python, the step one, you need to visit to this website, python.org. Open this website, go to downloads section, and my personal laptop is Windows operating system. Okay. Mine is a Windows operating system. So I'll be selecting download Python for Windows. If your operating system is Mac operating system, then you have to select download for Mac. Okay. And then the version which I'm installing will be installed is 3.11.0. Okay. It's an exe file that will be downloaded. Okay. So first let's download this particular software on your personal laptops. Okay. So go to the site python.org. It's pretty simple. Go to the site python.org. Yes. So this is a website. I hope you are also opening the same website. This is the website python.org. So you need to go to download section. You need to go to download section. Under downloads, my laptop is on Windows. If your laptop is Mac, if you have any other platforms, you have select other platforms. But my operating system is Windows operating system. As you can clearly see, download Python for Windows operating system, and this will be the version which I want to download, 3.11.0 or 1, doesn't matter. So please download this option. Okay, click on this. That's it. You can see here. Have you observed, my dear friends? So it's getting exe file is getting downloaded. So it's almost done. It has been downloaded. So where it is downloaded in my downloads folder, can you see Python 3.11? It's a small file. If you see the size of this particular file, it is only 24 MB, very, very small file. So I have downloaded this Python on my, it's a software exe file that I have downloaded. This is step one. This is step one. Okay. If it is an exe file, what do? We run it, isn't it? Any exe file, once we download, we run it, isn't it? For example, you want to install Google Chrome or any software, you will download the exe file and immediately you will be installing it. So you can see the exe file is now downloaded. It's a small exe file of 24 MB, and run that particular exe file, and then you will get this option, add python.exe to path. You have to select this option and click on install now. As simple as that. Python is installed. That's it. First step, the exe file is should be downloaded, which we already have done it. Now run the exe file. Please have a look at it. Double click on that. The exe file gets started. In my case, it will ask you to upgrade because my Python is already installed in my laptop. In your case, especially if you are completely installing from the scratch, it will ask you to install. Okay. Okay, so I'm selecting installation. Are you sure you want to install? Click on yes. And it will ask you one option. It will ask you add python.exe to the path. You have to select that option. If you select this checkbox, that's it. Python setup is done. It's quick. Just 2 minutes for the Python to get installed. For the beginners, first time, make sure that when you are running the exe file, the first window, you'll find a checkbox, add python.exe to path. You have to select that option. Let's wait for the Python to get installed. Subhash Prajapati. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Subhash?
Fine. Thank you for the session, sir.
Thank you. Any specific questions, Subhash?
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
Sir, I am working as a network administrator at UPI. So just with the help of Python, I can do an automation to take all devices backup.
Correct.
I have seen that entity. So just I want to implement at my environment. So it will save one of my resources, sir.
Yes.
So
you are right.
Is that particular things will be covered in this session?
Yes. After this 1 month, you will feel comfortable working and understanding the Python code and writing the Python code on and implementing your activities. Subhash, okay? You know Python, or is the first time you learn it?
No, sir. First time I am learning.
How do you know this course?
One of my friends, sir.
He recommended this institute to you.
Yeah, sir. Actually, we were just sitting. He's from my beginning friend, Suraj Pandey. He's also in the session.
Okay.
Now he's as a IT manager, security manager in Wipro. and I am as a TL in UPI gateway transactions.
Okay.
So both we are in a network security administrator. So just we want to do Python because it will automate some of our work. Like
yes, now Python is also used for managing the infrastructure easily. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, in simple network management protocol also for
okay. Okay, Subhash.
For removing automating fields out.
Convey my regards to your friend also. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So done. As you can see, setup was successfully installed. Perfect. So we are done with installing Python. That's it. Close. So that's it. Python is now installed on your personal laptop. Okay. If you want to verify, is Python really installed or not? Is it successfully installed or not? How do you confirm? After installing Python, if you want to verify whether the Python is successfully installed or not, you want to confirm it. It's very easy. How can we verify whether the Python is installed or not? You have to open the command prompt, and inside the command prompt, you need to use the word Python. You should get some response. Okay, when you're getting some response, that is the proof that the Python is successfully installed or not. Let's verify. Let's not verify let's not verify whether Python is successfully installed or not. Open the command prompt. How do you open the command prompt? So go to start button, and here we have a search for write CMD stands for command prompt. You can search, you can write for CMD. Then command prompt gets opened. So open the command prompt. Yes. As the command prompt is now opened, isn't it? Now command prompt is open. What you have to type in the command prompt, you have to type Python. Yes. Now, please look, are you getting the response? Yes, Python 11.1. Are you getting this kind of response? Okay. So when you get this kind of response, that is successfully, that means this Python is successfully installed on your personal laptop. If you don't get this response, then you get generally, if you get this response like command not found or this kind of response, that means Python is not installed. Okay, so this is the process of installing Python, and this is how to verify the Python is successfully installed or not. Okay, is it easy? Yes, it is easy. Okay, perfect. Okay. The process of installation is very, very simple. I strongly recommend immediately after the class, not inside the class, immediately after the class. It just hardly takes 2 minutes. Please download python.exe file. So first step is to download that. It's very simple to download, small 24 MB, and install that Python. Okay, that's it. So Python is now available on your personal laptop to do hands-on. Okay. Okay. As this is the first session, so I generally focus more on interaction, but slowly from the coming classes, it will be more focused on the subject. Ismail Khan, good morning. How are you doing?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ismail. Your location, your experience, please.
Sir, I am from Mehdipadnam, Hyderabad. And I want to ask 2 doubts. The first doubt is I am from computer science background. So I want to shift, means I am confused about Java and Python, which should be better for myself. And the second is, you will be taking with the projects or just as a starting level of the Python?
As you know, this is from the beginner point of view. We will be learning the basics of Python. Maybe at the end, I'll show you some mini project using Python. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. Now coming to your question, whether you want to learn Java or Python, it's up to you. You have to take the, you know Java, is fine.
I know about just basics, sir, which basics I studied in
Java.
semester.
Okay. No, I cannot recommend. You have to select the subject. Okay. But whichever you're selecting, please try to learn perfectly. That's what I strongly recommend. You have to take the decision. Python is widely used. Java is also used. Okay. But definitely when compared to Java, Python is much more easy. Okay. And coming to opportunities, both are having good opportunities. Okay. So you please take the decision. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Both are good. Good morning, Supriya.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. This is Shakoila Supriya. from Rajana Sisila district, Telangana. Yeah, sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain what is the difference between a clear detail in high-level language, middle-level language, low-level language?
No, it's pretty simple. Actually, you don't need to worry about the difference between high-level language or medium-level language or low-level language. For example, if you want to interact with hardware, Supriya, let's say you want to write a program which is having strong interaction with the hardware. In such case, you need to go for medium-level language or low-level language are preferred because it is hardware-friendly. Okay. For example, you want to develop some drivers. Okay, whenever you want to develop some drivers or you want to develop some firmware, in such case, low-level languages are always preferred. Okay, but if you want to develop applications now, high-level languages are preferred. Okay, so that's main objective. So the high-level languages are developer-friendly, low-level languages are mission-friendly. Okay, that's the main difference.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Good morning, Braj. Okay, so Abhijit. How are you, Abhijit? Abhijit, you are raising the hand. Yes, you are now allowed to unmute. You can go ahead and talk.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Abhijit?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Your questions.
I've been working as a Security Operations Center SOC analyst, L1 analyst.
Okay.
For the past 3 years. Is Python helpful in penetration testing?
Did anybody said that Python is helpful in penetration testing? To my knowledge, penetration testing can be done by using tools. Okay, and there's no much importance for Python, especially specific to penetration testing. But if you want to handle many networks, okay, and you want to implement automation in infrastructure management, then Python is definitely used. Okay.
Actually, we'll be conducting a lot of vulnerability assessment tests, and vulnerability assessment tests. Sometimes I have to view the source code of applications and all. So,
in that case, you have to know, if you want to understand the code, you need to know Python, isn't it, Abhijit?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And my friend was a student of your last Python batch, sir.
So he recommended you.
Yeah.
Okay. Abhijit, you know Python? Is it the first time you're learning it?
It's the first time, sir. Actually, it's the first time.
Okay. Thank you, Abhijit. Keep learning. Okay, definitely be helpful for you in your industry. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Braj, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi, Sunil. Good morning. Hope you're here.
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm fresher in Python. I just learned first time. My question is, I have experience in Windows Server, right? So I'm doing day-to-day scripting through PowerShell.
Yes.
So is Python help me in that way?
Especially in Windows, so PowerShell is preferred scripting, isn't it? You know, Braj. Okay. But beyond Windows, many other tools can easily managed by using Python scripting. Okay. So it's always advantage for Windows administrators. Also, Python is always an advantage. Okay, and it is easy in fact for you, especially because you already know PowerShell. It is very
PowerShell. Yeah,
it's very easy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So now the Python environment is ready. Let's go ahead and experience the first program. Okay. Installation of Python is done. So okay. Let's go ahead and learn the first program. Okay. This is one more important point. How to verify whether Python is installed or not? We already have learned it. Open the command prompt. Open the command prompt and just write the word Python. If you're getting a response, if you're getting this response, that's a proof that Python is successfully installed in your personal laptop. Okay, very good. Okay, now when you open the command prompt, and we have opened the command prompt to verify whether the Python is successfully installed or not by using the word Python, you are getting this response, right? You're getting this response. Perfect. This is a proof that the Python is successfully installed or not. Okay. And now you can see a cursor is waiting for your input. As you can see, cursor is blinking and waiting for your input. So whenever you open this Python, your cursor is waiting for whenever you type the Python, your cursor is waiting for the Python program. It is waiting for the Python code. So what happens technically? For example, whenever you use Python, here what's happening here is this 3 arrow marks and your cursor is waiting. So this environment is called as IDLE. So right now you are in the integrated development learning environment. Okay, so your cursor is waiting. You are no more pointing to command prompt. You have opened an IDLE tool, integrated development learning environment. This is a learning environment of Python. The moment you run this Python, integrated development learning environment open. This is an integrated development learning environment. Let's learn more about it. So this is whatever now you are experiencing, it is called as IDLE. IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. So these learning environments are also called as REPL tool in the industry. What this REPL tool will do? The REPL tool is responsible for reading the code, REPL. This REPL tool is used for R for read, E for evaluate. Evaluate is nothing but understands the code and prints the code, and it will again loop. Looping is nothing but it again starts for, it again waits for the reading the code. These kind of tools are called as REPL tool. So this is an integrated development environment. This environment will perform 3 activities. It will try to read the code. For example, if you're writing some Python code, it will try to read the code. First, it reads the code. It accepts the code. Next, what it will do, it will evaluate the code. It will understand what you want to do. And then it will print you the outputs. Again, it will be looping. Looping is nothing but again, it will be starting. It will be waiting for read the next code. So these kind of activities are done in the REPL tool. So this is also a REPL tool. You see 3 arrow marks here. This is a REPL tool of Python. This is called as, in Python, this is called as IDLE, Integrated Development and Learning Environment. Okay. Now let's understand how does it reads, how does it evaluates, how does it prints, and how does it loops. Let's experience it. I want to print a simple hello output in Python. I want to print some hello output, or I want to print my name in Python. So let's write our first Python program. Let's write our first Python program, which will print hello in the output. So in Python, if you want to print anything in the output, we have a print statement. Okay. And whatever you want to print it, you have to mention it in single quote. For example, I want to print my name. Let's say, for example, I want to print my name in Python. So we have a print line, just use print, open the brackets, and whatever you want to print, you have to mention it in single quotes. I want to print my name, single quotes, close, and single quotes, close, and close the brackets. That's it. This is my Python line. This is my first Python line. So the moment I write this Python code, the moment I press enter, so this particular integrated development learning environment reads this one line of input, evaluates it. Evaluating is nothing but understands it, prints whatever the output, what is mentioned here. Again, it will be looping for the next input. Look at the experience. My dear friends, press enter. Now, are you getting hello? Are you getting the Sunil as output? Are you able to print some? I'm able to print some characters on the console. And again, it is looping. Looping is nothing but it is again ready for giving some output. I want to print some hello message. So print, just say hello. Okay, close it. Perfect. So am I getting the output? Yes. So whatever you want, you can print it and you are experiencing integrated development environment. It is also helpful for performing calculations. Let's, for example, I want to do this calculation. Yes, my REPL tool is also, my integrated development learning environment is also accepting characters. So that's how you will your integrated development learning environment. Okay. So where did we open this integrated development learning environment? We have opened this integrated development learning environment from the command prompt. The moment you open Python, my difference. The moment you open, the moment you use the word Python, this integrated development learning environment gets open, where you can close, where you can practice it. Once you have done it, you can just write exit or control Z to come out of that environment, or you can easily close the environment. Okay. So command prompt, from the command prompt, you can open the integrated development environment by using Python. Okay, perfect. So this is the learning environment. We have an exclusive learning environment also. The moment you install Python, automatically you will experience, if you after installing Python, search for Python. Can you see IDLE? This is also integrated development environment. This integrated development environment, you can experience it exclusively from the Python. I can also experience it from the command prompt. We have already experienced it from the command prompt. We have a special Python tool. This is also integrated development environment. You get it automatically when you install Python. Click on that. So the same 3 arrow marks, can you see here? The same 3 arrow marks. This is your integrated development learning environment. The same 3 arrow marks, the same lines will also run it. For example, print, I'm writing it as hello. So this is also a REPL integrated development learning environment. You're getting a hello. The same experience what you have done it on the command prompt. So if you want to perform some calculation, open the integrated development learning environment, 10 plus 20, you can also see the calculation. Okay, perfect. And if you want to close this environment, exit integrated development. So this is ideally integrated development learning environment. So this learning environment, you can open from the command prompt, or you can also exclusively after installing Python. If you search for Python, you get an IDLE tool automatically available. So these are the 2 environments where you can, where it will help you to read the Python code which you are writing, and then it will understands the Python code and it will show you the output, as simple as that. So did we meet our agenda for today's session? You have know what is Python. Python is a programming language. You know, programming language is used for building applications. There are 3 levels of programming languages, and Python is a high-level programming language, very easy to learn. Guido van Rossum is the father of Python. He with his team has started Python in the year 1989. There are no prerequisite. Anybody can learn Python. You know the features of Python. You know the process of installing Python. You know what is IDLE stands for, integrated development learning environment, where you can open it from the command prompt, and then it will read the code, it will evaluate the code. Those learning environments will read, evaluate, prints, and will be ready for the next code. And we already have completed our first program. First program is only 1 line of code, which will print hello world. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yes. So like this, every day it will be very simple. Okay, Python is very, very simple. I strongly recommend to do hands-on and spend some time in the web to learn more about Python and understand more about Python beyond my learning. Okay. Okay. Good morning, Arjun. I can see your hand raised.
Hi, very good morning, Sunil.
Thank you, Arjun, for joining the session. How is today's class?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you. Yes. Any specific questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Sunil, in app I checked for Python, there is
app
no
in the sense?
code.
Which app?
Apps in the sense means your logical apps, na?
You are talking about the mobile app, our automation.
Yeah, mobile app.
Okay.
Yeah. So for DevOps and AWS, it is there. For Azure, Linux, like that. For Python, is not there. SQL is also there.
Okay, no, you are in the wrong mobile app. Okay, there's a new mobile app which we recently have launched, Arjun. Okay.
Oh, could you please share the then?
Yeah, I'll be doing it.
Then
Are you in the WhatsApp
actually,
group?
yeah. Actually,
Anyways,
I purchased DevOps and AWS. No, that time
when
I
did you do it?
was using.
I think it's 6 months back. I think so, right?
In June, July only I did DevOps and AWS.
Mm-hmm.
After
Now
that, I came.
now the mobile app has been changed.
Okay, thanks.
I'll show you 1 minute.
Actually, after that, I came in different.
One more important point, my dear friends.
Mm-hmm.
All these updates about this particular Python training, you will get it in the WhatsApp group. I'm sure you're already in the WhatsApp group. In case if you do not belong to WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group using the link which I'm posting in the chat box.
Sunil, actually,
1 minute, please. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Oh, sorry.
1 minute, Arjun. I'll give you a chance to talk. My dear participants, if you do not belong to WhatsApp group, this is Python batch number 110. If you're already in the WhatsApp group, that's good. Very good. By WhatsApp group 110, 110, -1, -2, like this, there are close to 25 WhatsApp groups in this particular batch. But in case if you do not belong to WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group using the link which I'm just posting in the chat box. If the group number 4 is full, please join group number 6. In case if the group number 6 is full, please join group number 7. Any of this group, if you can join, you will get the updates about the complete information about the training. And next, coming to the mobile app, we also have a mobile app. So please download our mobile app, okay? Using the link which I'm now just posting in the chat box. We also have a mobile app to get the updates about our training. And I have just posted Apple as well as Android link so that you can download the mobile app to get the updates about the upcoming courses. Yes, Arjun, now your question.
Sunil, sorry. Actually, I am right now in API application development team.
Mm-hmm. Which programming platform. Which platform you're using?
I'm using Python only.
Okay.
Basic.
So this means you already know Python.
Yeah. Actually, my during my post graduation also I learned. Okay. But I joined for the clear concept. You are teaching very well. Okay. For the concept point of view, I joined. Okay. So right now I'm in platform team, like whatever we are doing, like automating the infrastructure task in Python from AWS. And for web development also I'm working sometime. I mean getting the task, but I'm little bit confused which one is better. Web development is good or API is good?
No, actually, I strongly recommend you should be comfortable in both the activities as per the need. Okay. So once you are good in strong basis, you can also use Python for web application. You can also use for this kind of automation and scripting. Okay, Arjun. Once you are very good in strong concepts, you have it. You can be used. You will be able to deliver in web application development as your current infrastructure code also. Okay.
Okay. So Django is good now for what?
Yes,
for
this is next level. After Python, I strongly recommend to learn Django, especially used for web development. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks, Sunil. Thank you so much for your guidance.
So, my dear friends, I hope you got the WhatsApp group. So, this updates about this particular training and all these updates about this particular Python batch. This is batch number 110. You will get this in the WhatsApp groups. Please join the WhatsApp groups. Okay. And yes. So, before closing, yes, Leela.
Hi, Sunil.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
How is today's class, Leela?
Yeah, it went awesome, Sunil. I'm not sure of Python and any other programming language. I'm working in cybersecurity. But I just wanted to keen in learning of any programming language so that it would help in my application.
Python is best to start with.
Yes, yes. That's awesome, Sunil. And I'm just had an awesome class, first
Thank
class.
you. Yeah. How do you know this course?
Actually, I'm a part of Logical Labs group as well as Telegram group as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Of Python. So I thought I should try out because last Python class also I have missed it. So whatever you have taken, so I just don't want to miss this one.
Okay. So is that okay now? 6 o'clock morning
Yes, it's okay for me.
Yeah.
Because it would fresh up my mind and I can be able to concentrate on my learnings as well.
Okay. Anything more? Any specific question?
No. I just wanted
so my
to
dear
say.
friends, please join the Telegram group. Okay. And please follow us in YouTube. And we are having some workshops in the coming week. We are having a workshop on converged infrastructure, which is very mostly trending now. Okay. How exactly what do you mean by hyper-converged infrastructure? I hope you have heard about this. Okay. So I am partner of a hyper-converged infrastructure provider, Nutanix from Hyderabad. So I am planning to have a workshop with that hyper-converged infrastructure, especially people from infrastructure management will be eager to know this hyper-converged infrastructure. Okay. So that's all for today's session. We have learned. So what's our plan for tomorrow? Today we have just started a small one line of program called printing hello or calculating just sum of two numbers. More details about Python, more in depth of Python. Day by day we'll be adding the concept of Python as usual. Tomorrow also session starts at early morning 6 o'clock using the same link. Meeting link will never change, my dear friend. Meeting link will never change, using the same meeting link. Please join the session tomorrow, and day by day we'll be adding the concepts, and it starts at morning 6 o'clock. Okay. The live training is absolutely free. You may have some concerns. I just want to share you the live training is absolutely free. This 1 month, nobody will ask you to make any payment, but the recordings are not free. Every session is recorded and you can get the recordings. If you want the recordings of this training, you just need to pay a small amount of 1,200, I think so, 1,200 or 1,300, I'm not sure. For this nominal amount of 1,200 and 1,300 rupees, you will get the day-to-day recordings in your mobile app for lifetime access. Okay. Otherwise, you can experience and you can learn the training absolutely free. That's not a problem. Okay. Thank you all. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Stay tuned for tomorrow's session where we'll be learning much more interesting concepts of Python. I hope you have enjoyed the training. Have a good time. Bye, everybody.